Hello and welcome to Safe Schools. I'm Curtis Graves.
And I'm Andy Howard.
Andy, how important are parks and recreations to our community and to our young people?
It's hugely important, Curtis. In my mind, we got to decide whether we want to do constructive or destructive things. And the opportunity for young people to engage both physically and socially with their community and have a place where they can gather and do positive things is an ideal set of circumstances. Our recreation department facilitates that.
Well, we're going to have a great show. We have a parks and recreations supervisor here today to talk about some of those issues.
I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great show, and we're going to have a great conversation.
We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Abby Dinkins. My children go to E.R. Dixon Elementary School. The education that my kids are getting, it's tremendous. There's one time that I thought about homeschooling my kids because I wasn't sure, we're new here. And when I enroll my children at the public school, and I'm just blown away because the teachers are nice, the curriculum itself is different. I believe in Mobile County public school education for preparing my children for life.
All in together now, we can make it better now. Come on.
Moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier. Search We Can to find out more.
Hello, my name is Teresa Montgomery, and I'm here to give you a few facts about food allergies. Research says that 15 million Americans have food allergies. Did you know that roughly 30,000 Americans go to the emergency room each year due to food allergies? Food allergies affects 1 in every 13 children in the United States. The economic cost of children's food allergies is roughly $25 billion per year. If you want to know more facts about food allergies, you can visit www.foodallergies.org.
And we're back. I'd like to welcome our guest, Ms. Katrina Frazier. She's a program director, program supervisor with the City of Mobile Recreation Department. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Very pleased to have you on today. And I was excited about having the opportunity to speak with you about some of the things that you guys do there at the City Recreation Department. I think I may have mentioned to you before we came on, I was a lifeguard in college for the City Recreation Department. My dad was one of those park guys, supervisors in the evenings at the rec centers and several of the rec centers. So I have a familial relationship with the Parks and Recreation Department, not just as a consumer, but as a former employee. Welcome.
Thank you. It is an honor to be here today. We have so many wonderful programs going on. And as you mentioned, we do have our lifeguards, which are seasonal, and we're always looking for certified lifeguards to help instruct and teach our babies a new skill and talent, which is a life-saving skill.
I don't know that people know how much water, or recognize how much water is all around them all of the time here in Mobile. So making people safer, I guess I'm going to say I've been doing that a long time. And it started back in those days as a youngster and a young adult. Our relationship, the community and the recreation department's relationship, and I mentioned before about constructive.
Yes.
And so, I'd like, for us to dig a little deeper into that constructive conversation about what we do with the recreation department and its relationship with the community, with our seniors, with our young adults, with our youth. Some of the programming that you guys have, could you talk about that a little bit?
Well, wonderful. We have a senior program at pretty much all of our larger facilities, which includes Dodge Community Center, Figures Community Center, James Seals. We have a wonderful Domino's Club there for our seniors.
Okay.
As well as a senior program at Thomas Sullivan. It's our SAIL program. We have that at Dauphin Island Parkway as well. One of the things we've tried to incorporate through a grant that we were recently given through the City of Mobile is called Walk with Ease. It deals with rheumatoid arthritis. And what we did is we trained 4 of our staff members to be taught on how to conduct this class, Walk with Ease. And our citizens have been very receptive to it because it gives them a way to exercise as well as provide them with a low impact exercise. And in addition to that, we offer chair exercises at Hope Community Center. And our seniors there are really enjoying it to be able to get out, communicate with one another, and as a way of just, you know, taking them outside of home. We have baby boomers, we have young adults with nothing to do. They've just recently retired. So we're trying to offer a variety of classes that will accommodate their skill sets, including computer classes. So if you have a
I saw
senior,
something on TV about
Yeah.
that recently. Yes.
This is so important because so many people don't utilize our facilities the way they should be. And sometimes because they don't really understand some of the things that are afforded to them at the centers. How many centers do we have in the city of Mobile?
we have 13 community centers.
Okay.
So we have quite a few. So we have pretty much a community center in every area.
In every area.
Yes.
And, you know, hearing you talk about the number of programs you guys are trying to do for the elderly population, because we know a lot of times we tend to forget our elderly population in the fact that sometimes they have restricted incomes and they don't have the luxury of being able to go and do things at facilities that warrant a price of some type in order for them
Right.
to actually go out. So this is great information to provide the people of Mobile so that people know that their grandmothers and their mothers and their grandfathers and fathers have places where they can go and actually get recreation and social activity.
Just for a point of clarity, what does it cost to participate in those kinds of programs?
Absolutely nothing. For our seniors, for our young adults, absolutely nothing. One of the things we started at Harmon Thomas Community Center is a garden, community garden, with the help of the Family Intervention Team. Their resources, again, through a grant that we were given, we were able to create these garden boxes. We got the seniors from Harmon Thomas to come out with the youth, and
Right.
we engaged the two generations.
And that's a wonderful scenario where that skilled experience, knowledge can be imparted on the next generation, and creating a scenario where that's possible is a real benefit to both groups.
Very much so. And through doing the garden, what we do is once we cultivate and we're able to harvest, we bring back those goods to the community centers because we have a wonderful kitchen. And our seniors there provide meals, and we're introducing the youth to healthier meal options.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Now, let's shift gears just a little bit. Let's talk
Okay.
about education. Let's talk about after-school tutoring. We know that with our modern-day families, parents, mom and dad are both working.
Yes.
And oftentimes children, we used to call them latchkey kids. Now we're talking about just kids in general, not having a place where they can actually have that extension of learning outside of the school environment because oftentimes there's no enforcement of doing homework. How important and what are we doing to try to help families with that?
Education is key. We believe at Parks and Recreation we have to invest in our youth. One of the things I started was last year, we shut down all of our 8 large facilities as well as our small facilities for 30 minutes a day. There is no basketball playing, there is no game playing in the game rooms. And what we do is we encourage the staff along with our volunteers to find a creative way to engage our youth. At Hope Community Center, we have a wonderful instructor there who is Miss Linda Carter. She's come up with several different ways, not just getting them on the computer to do their homework, but providing typing lessons, providing those life skills that they need when they have to do a book report.
Well, let's do this. We want to continue talking about that. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
It's a fact. Bullying happens. Bullying can lead to serious physical and emotional pain. But there are some things you can do to prevent or stop it. Stand up for the person who's being bullied. Let the bully know that it's not cool to pick on others. Take action by reporting the bully to a teacher or principal. In the end, when you help someone who's being bullied, you are also helping yourself.
And we're back. Katrina, let's continue to talk about tutoring and some of the things you guys are trying to do to stimulate learning.
Well, one of the things we're trying to do, like I mentioned, is engage our kids. Some of the time, oftentimes they will come in and say, we just left school, why do we have to do this? And we encourage them through popcorn breaks. Once you get through, we're going to do something really creative and energetic, something that you like to do. So the staff will go out and play games with them afterwards, but we want to be able to say that we did our part to help our youth. They spend so much time with us. Once they get out of school, they come to our community centers and they stay there from 3:30 until 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
What age are you seeing most coming into the recreation centers and taking advantage of the tutoring?
Elementary age and some middle school, definitely.
And that's critical. We know that if you're not reading proficiently by the 3rd grade, then chances are you're going to fall behind. So it's great to know that you guys are actually working with the elementary school population.
And also, one of the things we did was partner with Dollar General. They have magazines that they generally take to a recycling bin. They're now giving us those magazines. So we get magazines, we get crossword puzzles, Sudoku, whatever, just to engage our youth. We don't care what it is, we want them reading something for that 30 minutes where we shut the centers down, where we just concentrate solely on them.
You know, just on the safety side of that conversation, when school's out and kids have to try to find some place to be, you got an environment that's inside
Yes.
with responsible adults that give kids a chance to not only learn and play, but be safe.
That's correct, and that's so vital that our kids have a place to feel safe. And one of the things we do is we monitor the halls, we monitor the rooms to make sure that we have a staff in each room where we have participants, to make sure that we give them that environment where they can feel safe and know that while we're here, no harm is going to come to us.
And that's vitally important. During the break, we talked about something that's near and dear to my heart.
Pickleball.
Well, I'm a tennis player, and the city has one of the largest tennis facilities in the country.
Yes, we do. And one of the things that we've done, we don't have pickleball at Mobile Tennis Center.
No, but the people that I know that play pickleball are tennis players.
Right, and what we've done is at Rickerby Park, we have a court there, the basketball court. We have converted into a pickleball court. We also have pickleball inside at Spring Hill Community Center, which is located on Spring Hill Avenue, where we have pickleballs. They come in, they play, they enjoy it. So it's a wonderful exercise. It's low impact.
Right.
And you would be amazed at some of the youth that are now starting to
To pick up on
experiment with
pickleball.
pickleball.
Can I ask a question? Because again, I'm going to ask a question because I think other people who may be watching this may not know what pickleball is either. What is pickleball?
Well, pickleball is a form of tennis,
Right.
but it's a lower tennis net. You lower the tennis net and it has a paddle.
Okay.
And it's played at a much more safer and lower speed.
It's lower impact. It's inside.
It's inside.
And in the summertime and in Mobile with all of the rain that we have here, pickleball is a good option for people who have slowed down in their level or amount of activity and exercise, but want to continue to be active.
That would be me.
Maybe.
So we have that for as well as our youth, as well as our older population. We also have at Lawn Park, we have an exercise class there, as well as Newhouse. So there are several different opportunities where people can take advantage of the classes that we have.
League sports.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that, and because it's a multi-generational conversation.
Well, it is. We are now in the playoffs for football. Football playoffs will be at Tremere Park this Saturday. And as you know, basketball season is already upon us. So we will start basketball season at the end of December. So we're looking forward to that as well. We have soccer at Mobile Parks and Recreation. We have a variety of sports as well as activities. So if there's anything that you thought perhaps you wanted to dabble in, we even have art. Maybe you have a little Picasso that's yearning to just bubble forth. We have our Art Instructional Center at Lavaretta Park. So if you want to take an art class, that's available for you as well.
It's wonderful.
Now, how are we doing with our new basketball court off of Sage Avenue, our renovated area there? A lot of activity?
Well, it was when it initially opened, but now it's just a normal amount of activity. We were very fortunate to have University of South Alabama to come out this past Wednesday, October 17th, and they did a scrimmage game there. And that brought about a lot of people, to find out about South Alabama. In addition to just giving back, changing gears slightly, we had the University of Mobile Project Serve to come out, and they helped paint murals at one of our community centers. We had over 60 volunteers where they gave back, they came in, they organized rooms, and they did what you're supposed to do, give back to your community.
So Parks and Recreations is dabbling in all areas of interest.
Yes.
With the hope that you stimulate people to come out and participate in all the programs you have to offer.
That is correct. I always like to say we have something for you. And what that something is, we are enhancing lives through recreation.
That's great.
When I think of a park, as a kid, my parents used to take us out to Municipal Park and get on the swings and that kind of thing. That's that childhood perspective of a park. We got a lot of parks, actual parks around here too, don't we?
Over 70. Little small parks, Baumhauer Park. Yes, we have little nestles of parks. But parks provide wonderful green spaces, opportunities for families to get together and just have family time, where they just disconnect from technology, play kickball, play soccer ball, play horseshoes. So I like to look at Parks and Recreation as a way not only to enhance your life, but to also bring back that core family unit. And that's what we do.
Supporting the family.
That's correct.
I think Mobile is leading in this area of the Southeast in our immediate region, our area rather, in recreational sports. I know recreational sports, especially soccer, but we're going beyond that. I'm reminded of the park off of Stanton Road. I'm thinking, what's the name of the park with the
Tricentennial Park?
Tricentennial Park, right.
Yes.
A number of different things that you can do out there, from canoeing.
Yes, I love to canoe.
Yeah, and that takes you out so far, right? I mean, where you start there, and where does it end?
Now, that I'm uncertain because I haven't gone out there, but I will tell you, you will have a wonderful time doing it, and it provides great exercise for your upper body.
It's great.
Great point. We're going to take a brief pause,
Okay.
and we'll be right back.
I'm Ashley Rich, District Attorney. Today I want to talk to you about a program that we at the District Attorney's Office has with the Mobile County Public School Systems to help with the bullying issues that are going on in today's world because of social media and because our young people think it's okay to bully others. It's not okay to bully others. Bullying is repeated verbal and physical abuse, ongoing verbal and physical abuse. We at the Mobile County District Attorney's Office want to help the community, we want to help the public school system, and we want to stop bullying within our community. It's really, really important that we do so. And parents need to be responsible if their child is either being bullied or if their child is a bully. Parents need to be involved to stop the bullying or to help the child if they are being bullied. And we at the Mobile County District Attorney's Office and the Mobile County Public School System are also here to help.
And we're back. Trent, we've been talking about parks and recreations quite a bit and talking about all the different things that you guys are doing. And so many things to where I paused in asking this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What else can you guys do in parks and recreations that could motivate people to come out and utilize these facilities that we want them to use?
Well, you having me here provides a great forum for getting the word out, to letting people know that we have these 15 community centers that are available. Rickaby Park, Lawn Park, Newhouse, Stotts, Dodge Community Center, James Seals. We have an array of community centers where the public can come out, they can engage. If they're looking for a cooking class, we have that for them. If they're just looking to come out for a book club, we offer book clubs as well, where if you don't want to stay at home, come out, bring a book, start a book club. So we're looking for different ways to engage our citizens, and we're looking for what it is they might want to have in their local community center, not just what we're offering, but things that will motivate them to come out more and participate with us.
For someone who's unfamiliar with the city and they don't know their local park or recreation facility, how best would they know, or how best would it be for them, or what avenue should they go to try to find out what park they should actually go to or closest to them?
Well, they can always call Mobile Parks and Recreation, 251-208-1650, 251-208-1650.
So can we also, do we have a website that?
We do. It's called communityactivitiesprogram.com, which is one word.
Okay.
COMMUNITY, activities, ACTIVITIES, program. I know it's a big word, but.
And I'm sure we'll have it somewhere posted on the screen where someone will be able to pull it. But again, I think it's so vital that people know, hey, where's my park? How do I get there? And what activities are available for me there? So
there's a portion of our community that gets a lot of attention. Under the auspices that they don't have enough to do. And I'm speaking of teenagers and young adults.
Yes.
So what is there for that group in the parks and recreations that gives them some constructive opportunities to do positive things for themselves and as a part of the community?
Well, we have open basketball as one opportunity that we offer at all of our large community centers. We have spoken word that we've had a lot of males to participate in. We have a volunteer that comes out at 3 of our community centers, and he works with our male youth, mentoring them through spoken word. And it's really phenomenal because we've gotten our youth to open up in such a way to be expressive and to understand
themselves.
how to channel their anger,
constructive
and they
way.
use words, right? And we also tell them they have to be nice, polite words. So found a dictionary or thesaurus.
what parks are we doing that in?
James Seals Community Center, Dodge Community Center, and Spring Hill Community Center.
Okay, good to know.
That's a benefit.
Yes, it is. Spoken word is on the rise. We have a lot of places that provide an avenue where you can come out and enjoy poetry night. So we try and do it within our parks and recreation.
Well, is there a particular part of the day when those opportunities are available? You all are open all day and much of the evening.
Yes, some of our centers are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 11 a.m. until 8 p.m.
Okay. And in the course of that day, you got a cross-section of the whole community. In the mornings, you may have the seniors.
In the mornings, we have the seniors and we have the young adults who may have just gotten out from Ostel or another company, and they come in to utilize the basketball court for a form of exercise. So they're in there playing basketball, exercising. Then we have our seniors who may be in an adjacent room. They're utilizing the room to play dominoes, pinochle, just an assortment of various activities that we have.
And then in the afternoon, when the kids get out of school,
then we have our tutorial session, and then from there, we allow them, after they finish their tutoring, we offer hot meals through Feeding the Gulf Coast at some of our community centers. So they will have their evening meal before their parents get off, and then they have time to recreate before it's time to go home.
and then finally?
Finally, we close.
But you're doing something all of the time.
Yes, we have calendars at all of our community centers offering what's going on every hour by the hour.
And so there are calendars available,
Yes, there are calendars at each of our community centers.
and you can get information off the website
Yes, you can call us.
at 208-1650.
That is correct.
And so with all of those resources available, somebody can find something to do with the City of Mobile's Recreation Department if they just ask.
If they just ask and apply themselves, we have something for everyone.
And if someone has a question or an idea, something they'd like a resource they'd like to get from you guys,
We welcome any and all questions and opportunities to expand our program and make it even better than what it currently is. The only way we can grow is through feedback.
Absolutely. This has been great. You know, I think that we could have definitely talked about this much longer because we could have talked about the things that you're doing great as well as some of the things that you would like to see better in terms of improvement of services. There's always room for improvement in anything.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, just knowing that you guys are diligently working on trying to create a facility that is holistic in nature, that addresses every segment of our population is great to know. And I applaud you guys for doing the work that you do. And, you know, it is hopeful for me to know that we're doing spoken word now. Young people are taking advantage of that because that's the population that we truly have to figure out a way how to reach them or open up the door for them to actually talk to us. And that's a great avenue for it.
Yes, it is.
Katrina, you happy that you ended up at the Recreation Department?
I'm very happy. I've been there for 28 years, so it's a joy.
Well, it's been a joy for us to have you on our show today. You've been a great resource, and you've given us a lot of enlightened information that I hope our audience will take advantage of.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This has been Safe Schools.